What's up, guys? New T's OG's episode number 4.
What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up?
Hey, man, we're 4 episodes in. How you feeling about the show so far?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. We want to thank all our subscribers. Thank you for watching. And if anybody else is the first time watching us, go ahead and hit that subscribe link if you like it. Hit that thumbs up. We definitely appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Share with your friends. Hit the little bell notification so you get any videos we post. We're going to be posting an episode of this show every Wednesday, so check it out. We're learning, so each episode, hopefully we're getting better. Hopefully we're providing more content that you guys love. But New T's episode 4. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's get right into it. So let's start off with this book. What you got for the book of the week?
So this week, book of the week. I'm so glad you asked. City Poet. This is written by Brad Gooch. And what this book is about is basically an existentialist type of poet named Frank O'Hara. It's not a fiction work, so it's basically, what do they call it? Biography. It's a biography. Just about the life and times of him. He was a poet.
Is it his autobiography or is it just a biography?
It's a biography. He didn't write it. He's been long dead, but he, I believe in the 40s and 50s, he ran the New York Art Museum for a while. He was a guy who, honestly, if you did battle with depression, you can relate to. But yeah, he did a lot of poetry and art and stuff like that. What's the bottle of the week?
Well, the bottle of the week this week, you got Smirnoff whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than what I'm used to drinking because I drink a lot of dark, mainly Crown Royal Apple because that's my favorite, and Remy VSOP and a 1738. But this, I like this versus the regular Smirnoff. The regular Smirnoff is good, in its own, but when they started adding the flavors to it, it gave it a different twist to it. Especially, I like fruity shit. I like to be able to drink my drink, not just drink it to get drunk.
And feel like you're fucking being
but see,
poisoned, right?
I feel like I always got to have a cup in my hand. So if I got a cup in my hand and it's just some strong shit and I'm constantly drinking, I get drunk a whole lot faster.
Right.
So if I got something that tastes good, then I can just drink on it and drinking. And, versus having 4 drinks and being toasted, I can drink 12 and feel the same way. I mean, it's not as strong, and it don't need to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not as much alcohol content, but like you said, it doesn't need to be because it's a drink you enjoy. You don't just drink to get wasted.
Right. So. Now, we in no way are endorsed by Smirnoff, but I just want to say that this is a good drink. If you like white alcohol, clear liquor, that this is definitely a good one, especially if you like fruity stuff. Check it out. You can get it at your grocery store for less than $10, or you can get it from a liquor store for about $15.
Plus, the whipped cream goes with a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You can mix it with orange soda, gives it kind of like an orange popsicle type of feel. Mix it with strawberry. You can mix it with anything. That's what I'm drinking right now. A little bit of cranberry in it. Little cranberry or cran apple?
Cran apple. We do cran apple here.
Cran apple, not straight cranberry. No, cran apple.
All right, but hey, so a lot has happened this week. Let's talk about George Bush.
So if they don't know, explain to them what happened.
The late, great George Bush. He passed away. He was one of our exquisite presidents. He did a lot for the country, a whole lot for the country. And, he passed away, and it was a sad thing. I was watching the funeral, and when I seen his son give the eulogy, it brought back, it made me think about my pop and when he passed. My pop passed, and just some of the stuff that he was saying, it was just like, damn, it really hit home. You know what I'm saying? And even though I don't like his son, George Bush.
So what we're talking about is George Bush Sr. passed away. Yeah. A lot of you, if you're a younger audience, I wasn't alive when he was the president of the United States, or I was a little kid, but you probably remember George Bush, George Bush Jr.? Why did that sound?
George W. Bush.
George W. Bush. You remember him as our president before Barack Obama, but his father passed away. And yeah, man, the words he gave, you could really tell that him and his brother Jed Bush gave some of the eulogy, and they talked about how he was as a father. Because I think as a lot of times as a president, if he's not, that was before social media, so you didn't really get to see the personal side of the president. You just saw the presidential side of the president, so you didn't get to see, you know, how he treated his kids and everything. But yeah, it was a touching ceremony. A lot of people, I mean, the country mourned in general.
Yeah, it was pretty deep. It was pretty deep. It was a huge turnout, of course, because he was one of our presidents, you know. But he was loved by so many. And he was a very influential president. You know, I didn't watch the whole funeral. I caught bits and pieces of it because I was doing the job at the time. But, you know, when I heard his son speaking, I was like, I got to check this out. Let me see what he's talking about. And I pulled it up on my iPad, and it was a live stream. And I was like, oh, man. You know, and I started watching. And, you know, I got choked up thinking about my pop. Like, man, I remember when my pop passed a few years ago, you know, and it kind of really struck me. It was like, damn, I couldn't even watch it no more, you know. And then I turned it back on and, you know, seeing some key laughing moments and stuff like that, you know. But it was deep. It was deep for real.
Yeah, it's always good. You know, I've only experienced probably one or two funerals in my life, but it's always good seeing people celebrate life at a funeral instead of it just being just a sad event in general. You know, when they actually, you know, talk about how influential a person was and, you know, all the different lives they've touched. Like I said, I was too young to remember anything about his presidency. I mean, how old were you when he was president? Do you remember?
No, I don't even remember. I'm trying to remember the years. You know what? Let's look it up real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's look it up. But yeah, he... and
he was our 41st president, too.
41st president, and then it went Bill Clinton, and then George H.W. Bush, and then Barack Obama, and then Donald Trump is the 45th? 6th? Am I doing my math right? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, it was a sad event. Everyone had a lot to say about it. News networks had a lot to say about it. Celebrities had a lot to say about it. Other politicians. That's one thing that it always, I don't know, it kind of irks me that when, like John McCain, you know, he just passed this year.
Yeah.
So many people that were opposing viewpoints of his said the worst things about him when he was alive. And then when he died, I don't know if they're doing it for brownie points, but they're like, oh no, he was so great. And it's like, just a few months ago you were saying how he was a terrible person.
Yeah, I can't stand that. Don't wait till somebody gone and then want to say, oh, he was such a beautiful person, we loved him. And
right.
No, you didn't. And don't lie.
Politicians, we get it. We get what you're doing.
Let's not talk about this.
But
But hey, he was the president from 89 to 93.
So he
had a single term.
Okay, so I was, by the time he was out of office, I was only 3 years old.
Yeah, when he was out of office, I was going into high school.
Like, do you remember anything about the country at the time? Like, we were in Desert Storm then, right?
Yeah, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. I was a kid, you know. I'm playing in a band. I wasn't thinking about none of that stuff, you know.
And then you couldn't even see what was going on in the world on the internet. You had to watch the news. You were a kid. You weren't watching the news.
Internet. There was no internet back then like that. You know, that we was aware of. We didn't have access to a computer, especially coming up when we was young. Internet. Yeah,
right. What? You're telling me there's going to be something that at any time I could look up any piece of information? Get out of here. That's crazy talk. It's crazy space age technology.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It was a good time. I'm glad it brought out good emotion in people. That's what I'm glad. As a country, as you know, crazy as things might seem right now, it's good that we kind of came together.
Yeah, but you know what? It makes me think back to the whole thought and idea of life is short. You never know when you're gonna go. I mean, tomorrow when we leave out of this studio, something can happen to either one of us and we can bite it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, today is now. It's right now. What are you going to do right now to make the world a better place? What can you do to make you a better person? And it's like every day that should be your focus on being a better person. Being a better person for you makes you a better person for the rest of the world and for everybody else that's around you. I mean, and if you can't be better for anybody else, be better for yourself.
Right. And doesn't it makes you think about what type of legacy you want to leave when you're gone? Because you saw this man's legacy on full display. You know, people saying great things about him. So, like you were saying, life is too short. So you gotta, you know, make the most of today. As cliche as it sounds, you know, tomorrow might never come.
Yeah,
so
it's not promised. It's not.
So just, you know, make the most of today. If you guys have any comments, any well wishes you want to say about the past president that just passed away. If you have any experiences with close ones that have passed away from you, you want to shout out to them, rest in peace, anything like that, put it in the comments. What's your man? Life is short, make the most of it.
If you found out that you only had 24 hours to live, what do you think your main priority would be?
Oh, man, that is such a tough question. I've thought about this question. As bad of a relationship that I've had with my family, I would probably instantly go to my family and try to make things right. Before I passed away, I try to make it like, I guess not necessarily apologize, but maybe just try to at least end on terms like, hey, I don't hate you. Let them know, like, we just disagree on certain things, stuff like that. I don't know. Probably my family. Yeah. What about you?
Kids. Spend as much time with my kids until I go. I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with my kids as it is, so I would definitely want to spend as much time as possible with them before I leave this planet. And if I know I only got 24 hours to live, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, everything else I've already done anyway, but priority-wise, my kids, letting them, making sure that they remember Daddy for what he did. What I was doing, what I was about, the grind, the hustle, staying legal and staying out of trouble and making an honest living and following my dreams. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. I want my kids to follow their dreams. I don't care what you did before. I don't care how much trouble you got into. I don't care how bad it seems. You can always change it. You can change your tomorrow by what you do today.
And I know there's a lot of people that have workaholic fathers, don't get to see them a lot. But then there's the flip side, that people that never even knew their dad.
Yeah.
My best friend, he doesn't know the name of his father. His mom doesn't know who his dad was. Like, and it's crazy that there is a lot of people out there that never get to meet their father. And despite what people,
you live with your father, right?
Yeah. I've had my parents have never been divorced. I grew up. Both sets of my grandparents, my grandma on my mom's side just died about 2 years ago. But I've been blessed to have, all my family together and intact pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, my biological father, he was there the first part of my life, but, he was off into other shit. So, my mom felt it was best that he wasn't around like that. And then when, he was trying to co-parent, his priorities were somewhere else. Which led him to not be with us. But at the same time, my mother prayed to find someone that can be there as a father figure. And when she stopped looking, that's when he came.
That's crazy. That's how life is.
Yes. And when he came, I was 13 and I was a knucklehead selling drugs and doing all kind of dumb shit. And he came into our life and he changed everything. He changed everything because my mother allowed him to be a man and do what a man does and teach me how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? So
now, I mean, you don't talk about your biological father a lot. Me and you haven't talked about him a whole lot whatsoever. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is the first time right now that I remember you saying your father, who you talk about passing, isn't your biological father.
Yeah, but I felt like he was.
Right.
Now,
right.
I'm not gonna say that my biological father wasn't around. He even knew my pop. My pop is my stepdad, but I don't call him that. He raised me. That's my pop.
Right.
But he was there at the funeral. My biological dad, he was there just for support at my pop's passing. At the funeral. So it was deep. And, I forgave my biological father for a lot of things, And it was a point where we had a family reunion, and at this point, I didn't like my biological father because I didn't know him and I didn't trust him and all that and all the things that I heard about him. So we was at the hotel, and he wanted to ride home because he lived in Ohio, and that's what the family reunion was. And he wanted to ride home, and I told my cousin, I was like, I'm not taking his ass home. And he was like, dude, that's your dad. I was like, no, nigga, I don't know that nigga. I was like, I'm not taking him home. He want me to take him home. He got to throw me some gas money. And my cousin was like, dude, he was like, I'll ride with you. I was like, man, fuck that, I'm not taking him. He talked me into taking him home. And, you know, because I've been there when he so-called changed his life and, you know, went to see him get, you know, saved again and all that other stuff and then flip right back to drugs. So it was just like, I'm not even about to get into that. It was just, you know, I got trust issues, things that I'm still working on in me. And that's another thing, man. That's something else that I'm working on is me. So when I go, I don't have regrets. I don't have that held on animosity with family and stuff like that. You know, so
it's hard to do that, man. It's hard to forgive people that have just done you wrong in any sort of way,
or that you felt done you wrong.
It felt done you wrong
because
too,
a lot of times ain't nobody did nothing wrong.
You
to
just
us.
perceived it.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
You perceived it as some sort of slight, but yeah, man. Like I said, I've been to a couple funerals, and it wasn't even immediate family. It was you know, friends of the family type of things. But so I've been fortunate to have pretty much my family my whole life. Not that my family's perfect by any means, because I don't think that makes you a good parent just because you stayed. Not to get too deep into it, but I also don't think on the flip side of, you know, parents abandoning their kids, I don't think just because you stuck around doesn't make you a good parent either.
Right. You stuck around and you beat the shit out, you know, my mama, and, you know, so beat the shit out of us and terrorized us as kids, don't mean that you was a good parent.
Right. That's just one little check mark of, oh, you were around. Okay, good.
And in that case, maybe you shouldn't have been around. Maybe you just shouldn't have been there, you know.
Speaking of that, we're about to go on a break real quick, guys. So, we'll come back, New Cheats OGs.
And when we come back, we're going to be talking about holidays, holiday vacations, you know, where you took it, stuff like that. Things from when we was a kid to now. We'll be talking about all that, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm going to get a drink.
I'm not.
A dream to be free. I got a dream to be me, and not a stereotype that the government and others. But as my sister and brother, we gotta hold it down. And as the mothers and fathers, we gotta show them how. See me rolling in the streets. This is where
What's up, guys? We're back from break, and we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So, let's get into this holiday vacation thing. You know what I'm saying? What was the best holiday vacation you ever took?
The best holiday vacation I took was it was on winter break when I was about 12 years old, and it was Disneyland and California Adventures.
Man, you know, I ain't never been to Disneyland. I've been to Universal Studios in Florida, but I still haven't been to Disneyland. I want to go.
Right. Disneyland is a park for, I feel like it's a cutesy park for families. There's not a lot of like thrill rides. I like thrill rides, so I like roller coasters. I like
Six Flags and stuff like that.
I like the thing where you drop, and like Disneyland is mainly like, oh, you're going through a magical land with like Dumbo and shit, like that type of thing.
But I want to go just because I have never been.
It is one of those things where it's like once you go, it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
check it
like
out.
on my bucket list. Go to Disneyland.
But we went there and California Adventures. So I assume you've never been to California Adventures either.
No.
So we had a park hopper pass, so you could just, whenever you wanted, go back and forth. California Adventures was I think the park that was more fun. It was, you had the roller coasters, you had the dragon thing. You know what I'm talking about? That swings back and forth.
Pirate ship.
The pirate ship, yeah. Why am I saying dragon?
They have that at State Fairs too.
Oh yeah, they have that. They also have that at Castles and Coasters. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing the pirate ship. I probably just wasn't paying attention though. So.
Yeah. Castles and Coasters is all right, but nothing compared to, I assume you've been to Six Flags.
Yeah.
Six Flags, oh, so fun. So fun.
Yeah, well, we got, you been to Cedar Point? That's in Ohio.
No, it's the best, that's rated the best roller coaster theme park in the world.
Man, I used to love it. I used to ride the Mean Streak. The Mean Streak was the biggest wooden roller coaster in the world. I stood in line for almost 2 hours. It started getting dark.
What?
It started sprinkling. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm riding this ride. I'm
Even if
getting
they
on this
say
ride. People, they were still going. The people I was with was like, nah. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm getting on this ride. So I stayed in line. It was time. Got on that ride. I was strapped in. I'm geeked up like, hell yeah, I'm about to ride this roller coaster. Shit, ride this bitch, shit. Dude, got on that damn thing. It started getting ready to start. It started moving forward, and all of a sudden you seen lightning go. And I was like, let me on this motherfucker! Let me out of here! Shit, fuck that. No, that scared the shit out of me.
Get to the top of that first drop and it's
It was a, I think it's a Superman roller coaster at Six Flags.
Right, where you go.
One that goes, yep. So me and my friends went out to Cleveland. We was at Six Flags, and we seen this roller coaster. And I said, look at that dumb shit. I said, look at all these people standing in line. Look, that bitch wobbling. I was like, ain't no way in hell I get on that shit. We talking about how stupid these people are. We was like, man, these motherfuckers dumb as hell. 30 minutes later, I'm standing in this line like, this is some dumb shit right here.
We're gonna die. This is how I die.
Exactly. You see, they're talking about the people that ride, and then I'm standing in line about to get on this motherfucker.
The messed up thing that my sister did to her daughter, my niece, was they were gonna ride on it, and she was too little, and she was starting to cry. You know how little kids do, like, I want to ride it so bad. And what she told her was, you see Superman at the top? 'Cause there's Superman, when you get all the way up to the top, there's that like statue of Superman or whatever. She was like, if you're too small to ride this ride, he shoots you with laser eyes. And she was like, oh, I don't want to ride it anymore. Then she told me, she was like, have you ever been shot by Superman? I'm like, no, I don't know. But what's the worst holiday vacation you ever been on?
Oh, I haven't even talked about the best holiday vacation.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I skipped over that, man. I'm sorry.
The best one I've been on is we went to Atlanta. No. The best holiday vacation I took was in 2013. We went to Hawaii for 10 days.
Oh, ooh, okay.
It was beautiful.
So 80 degrees the whole time.
The whole time. But it rained probably 50% of the time that we was there, but man, it was worth it.
What'd you do over there?
Got in the water. Went to the Dole Pineapple Factory. Went to we did a lot of sightseeing. Signed up for a timeshare. They got my ass.
Are you serious?
They got me. Signed up for that. What else? We did a lot. But every day it was a vacation. So it was when I'm on vacation, I drink. And back then it wasn't the Crown Royal Apple. It was Cavassier Rosé. They discontinued it. I'm pissed. It was probably one of the best drinks I've ever had in my life. Cavassier Rosé.
If you guys can find a bottle, send it to us.
Hey, if you got a bottle, I'll buy it. I don't care how much you want for it. I'll buy it. Nah, man. That is the if put it like this, if you want $100 for that bottle, I'll pay it. And trust me, I will sip on that from time to time. That would be like one of my drinks that I just don't drink on a regular basis. Because man, it was beautiful. But excuse me, we woke up, I go in there, make my drink. Go sit on the patio, look at the water, relax and chill before breakfast, and it was a beautiful time.
That's one of those. I feel like Hawaii is one of those vacations where you just relax and enjoy the beauty of the island. Like, you don't necessarily need to be doing a ton of stuff in order to enjoy Hawaii.
Right.
You can just drive around and enjoy Hawaii. I've never been.
We should take a trip out there one time. We should do a show out in Hawaii. You know what? We're going to do that next year. We're going to do a show out in Hawaii.
Dole Pineapple is going to sponsor us, obviously, and we'll go out there and do a show. So, wait. What was the tour? Did they give you like a pineapple to take home, or like what did
we didn't do any of the tours. It was just the actual factory. So we went out there, we went on the inside of the buildings, and we walked around, we seen people cut the pineapples, give a history of the pineapples and all that other stuff. And then we walked around the big, huge fields of pineapples, and it was crazy.
And pineapple grows on trees, right?
Well, I'm not necessarily trees, like big, long stalks.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was dope.
That's cool. And you did that with, because I went mine with my
I was
mom,
with my
dad,
family.
And my sister. Okay.
I was with, but it wasn't my mom and dad. No, it was like literally, it was like me, my wife, her side of the family, some of our friends and stuff like that. But it was still a family vacation. I mean, outside of that, the other family vacations I took was fun. I was a kid, so I couldn't enjoy it the way I wanted to. But what
does that mean? Drinking?
Drinking, clubbing, partying, being able to hang around the grown folks, basically it was a road trip, and we rode around from state to state, just visiting and doing the different things. But as a kid, it was, you see things different.
Right.
When you get grown, and you gotta experience life, and then you experience things in a different way as well. You see them a lot differently.
That's like the first time I went to Vegas. I think I was 20. So you guys know what Vegas is about. It's about having fun, good time, drinking. You can't get in a lot of places unless you're 21. So I didn't get to enjoy it. I went out there for family, but so that's the best vacation. Do you remember the worst vacation you had? Or have you just had pretty much generally good vacations?
The worst.
Because I haven't had that bad of vacations, but I can remember vacations where...
I'm gonna have to think about that. What was yours?
So my worst vacation was we just went to San Diego. My uncle used to live out in California. So we were just going out there visiting him, going to the beach or whatever. And it was right when Shrek had come out. Or like maybe like a year or two after Shrek had come out.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. And they had there was like a Shrek Live. So, you know, a bunch of little kids show up and it's just somebody acting like Shrek. I forget what I did. I think I threw sand in my mom's eyes or something.
Wow.
Just because I was just a kid on the beach like, shh. And I had to stay back at
You swab your ass?
my uncle's house. My dad did.
Ah.
And my dad never spanked me growing up. My mom was the person who would get the belt, beat our asses.
Damn.
I love you, Mom, but you went hard.
Hey, beat your kids.
Beat your kids.
Nah, don't beat them. Whoop them, discipline them. Don't beat them.
Right, don't beat them. They'll turn out good though. But my dad stayed back with me at my uncle's house, and I just remember the whole time fuming because not only did they not take me to go see Shrek the movie a few years ago, I couldn't go see Shrek the play. And I remember the rest of the vacation, I was just mad. I was a mad little kid. I held on to my anger too much as a little kid. That's one thing I got to work on. But do you remember this bad vacation? I feel like you just had good vacations, man. Because every time you go on vacation, I see pics of you just enjoying life.
Yeah, but see, I think a bad vacation would consist of me not being able to do what I want to do. And I can't say that I really had bad vacations. You know, being a kid, it was different. But being grown, I mean, I think as a vacation, no, I don't really think I can't think of a worse vacation because all of them just really honestly been good.
I was going to say...
worst vacation, staying at home and ain't doing shit and sit on my fat ass.
There you go. Like you said, not being able to go out and do something.
Yeah.
So holiday vacations, you know, they can be good or bad, whatever. Mostly good. Hopefully for you guys, mostly good. How do you think, because I've seen a difference, how do you think the holidays just in general are different from when you were a kid to how they are now? Like, not only from how you see it, from being, you know, a child to being an adult, but how, like, I see it in society, there's generally a difference of how we treat holidays nowadays.
Well, responsibility.
Right.
Because when you older, especially when you have kids and a family and all that, you have to take care of. Then now it's all about making sure your kids got clothes for Easter and every other holiday. Making sure everybody involved is something positive. Versus you being a kid and actually
waiting for everything.
Just tell you what to do and you just do it, you know. Take me shopping, I want to buy my Easter suit, you know, stuff like that. Now it's, you know, damn, I gotta buy Easter suits and Easter dresses for all of these kids.
Not only that, as a kid, you didn't have to worry about getting gifts for anybody because...
Well, yeah, now as a little kid, but
that's what I'm talking about. Little.
You became a teenager. Your girlfriend was like, "Hey, what you get me for Christmas?" Nah, some candy.
You're like, there's a Snickers bar, king size.
Today it ain't like that. It's I want a new iPad. I want the iPhone X. I'm like, wait a minute.
Or pay for YouTube Premium. Pay to unlock all these Instagram filters for me. Like, oh god, yeah. I see like you said, the responsibility is definitely changed. The holidays, to me, I feel like I enjoy them in a different way. I feel like I really understand how much people work to make holidays great now that I've become an adult. So I appreciate it more. But it's also more stressful because you got to worry about so many... At the end of the day, you got to worry about so many people's feelings during the holidays. Because, like, at least for me, I'm like, oh, man, I didn't get them a gift. Like, they're going to be mad. Like, oh, I didn't get this person the right gift. It's not about gifts, guys. But that kind of, for me, translates to how society kind of sees it is we start seeing Christmas commercials in October nowadays, bro. Like we're gonna have cars perfect for the holidays, and I don't know, man. I just see it as different, but it's a good different, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, what you think about the little naughty and nice thing for like Christmas? You think that'd be something to play around with
Like-
your girl or something like that? Like, let's see if you've been naughty or you've been nice. Let's see what kind of gift you get this year.
Oh, okay. Keep track of it throughout the year and be like, I don't know, you've had a lot more naughty than nice.
So, I think we should do like a little naughty or nice list about like famous people. People that we know that's famous, and see if they've been naughty or nice, and see if they deserve coal for being naughty, or they deserve what they asked for Christmas for being nice.
Okay, if they've been naughty or nice. All right, I like this. I like this idea. Who should we start with? Start with
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi.
Let's start with that. Naughty.
Fuck that.
Naughty.
Fuck boy. That's what it is. Naughty.
Naughty.
You don't have sex with underage girls.
That's just one.
That's just one naughty check.
You don't get big and keep robbing people. You don't get big and keep doing the same.
You don't need to.
Shit.
You don't need to.
And you didn't need to before. I mean, but you was in the gang and blah, 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 and all this other shit. Fine,
Right.
cool, whatever. That's your gang life. I ain't got no haps about that.
Do what you
or
do,
not.
yes.
But the thing is, once you start making that kind of money, why are you still doing dumb shit that could jeopardize your money?
Right.
Your money.
Right.
You want to be all on there flashing about all this cash and this and that and the other, and then you got to spend it all to get a fucking lawyer because your dumb ass is out here robbing folks. Fuck that. Why you rob a motherfucker? You big and you still got his shit. What you doing with it?
Right.
For what?
Why do you record it? Why do you post it on social? Oh my god.
He get cold.
Naughty.
Cold. Cold. All in your stocking.
Hold on. Grab the bag, bro. Whole bag of coal. I'll grab my bag. Fucking coal, bro. All right.
Cold.
All right. So let's go to
Give me one.
This is I guess this is relevant. Do we want to say if Kevin Hart was naughty or nice this year? Nice. I say nice.
That whole thing about the awards was some bullshit. They dug up that shit. Who the fuck goes back all those years to find some old tweets that you said, that you already addressed, that you already taken care of, that you've mentioned multiple times to clear up the air about what you were saying?
Right.
And then bring the shit back up and say, you need to apologize for it.
Right.
And he did the respectable thing and say, you know what? I've already addressed this. I told you this over and over. You still want me to go on live public TV and do this thing again or whatever. And I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. I'm not going to degrade myself any further than you trying to make me do it anyway.
He respectfully stepped down.
So he stepped down.
Yeah.
So yeah, he get a respectable nice.
And the thing is, we're talking about this year. Kevin Hart's done a lot for charity. He's done a lot for, and I know giving to charity doesn't automatically make you a nice person, but he's generally in wholesome movies. Like, they're not dirty things or whatever.
And even some of the shit he said before, he's not homophobic. I mean, come on. I mean, just because somebody says some shit, I used to say little shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that's gay. But I'm not homophobic. I got gay friends. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I treat them the same. I treat my other friends. We're all the same.
What a victory, guys. What a victory for social justice. Kevin Hart cannot host the Oscars. That is making the world a better place, guys. Kevin Hart, you get nice. Let's give him some gifts. Here you go.
Yeah, here you go.
Here you
Couple
go.
presents for you.
Here's some presents. All right, give me one.
Kanye West.
Kanye West. That's a confusing one, man. Because I guess you could say he's naughty or nice depending on what politics you attest to. If you hate Trump, you probably say he's nice. Probably say he's naughty. If you like Trump or you're a Republican, you probably say he's nice. But the thing is, he's flip-flopped so much during the year. Remember after he visited the White House, he said like, oh, I'm being used by people, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to abstain from politics. So that was nice.
But I would say, when I look at it as Kanye West, I say, he hasn't done anything bad to the community.
No.
He hasn't done anything bad to his fans. He hasn't been skipping out on shows like he was, and all these things that would happen where he would not show up or be in the middle of a show and dip out. He hasn't been blasting people and being a fuck boy. So I would say Kanye, yeah. I would say he's on a. He's not.
Maybe let's not throw him gifts. Maybe we just hand him one.
Yeah, maybe he's not on Santa's gift list. Maybe Kanye West is working with Santa this year.
Okay, he's on the commissioner's exempt list. He's like right there.
So right on, Kanye. Do your thing, boy.
Do your thing. Live life, bro. Be happy.
Now give me one more.
Oh, I got one. And Kareem Hunt.
Who?
Kareem Hunt.
Who the hell is that?
Now I can't tell you because it's going to instantly influence your opinion of if he's not.
I'm not. Tell me, who is it?
Kareem Hunt, the running back for the Kansas City Chiefs, who the video came out of him pushing over a female and then kicking her.
Oh, yeah. Naughty.
I'm going to say something unpopular. So this is apparently what happened. They were out all drinking together. They come to find out she was underage, not under 18, but under 21. They were all going back up to his room, and they didn't want her and her friend to come. It was a white woman, and she called him the N-word. And that's
called him a what?
She called him the N-word.
What word? Naughty?
She said, "You're naughty. You're a naughty man." No. She called him the N-word.
I know what you mean.
And that's when you see in the video, if you watch the whole video, I watched the whole video, you see him look at her like this. He does this thing where he's like, I don't know what he's saying, but you can tell he's kind of being like, why the fuck are you saying that, blah, blah, blah. And then you see the moment that she calls him the N-word, he gets buck and his friends are holding him back. He has this girl in his crew, she's trying to hold him back. His friends are probably saying like, bro, you're the breadwinner, man, you can't get sued. Probably, like, don't, we'll handle this. If you want to slap her, we'll slap her around. Don't slap women. Anyway. He ends up pushing like his friend off of him, and the friend like instantly like hits the girl, and the girl falls over, and she's like, and then he goes up and like they say he brutalized her. He walks up to her after that, and he does a kick like your mom, like when you're being bad, like get the fuck out of here. Like he does a kick like that, like get out of here. No excuse.
Yeah, that's still bad. You just kicked her.
No excuse.
You kick somebody when they're down.
But if what is true, how it happened, yeah, you don't lay hands on her, but. Fuck that bitch. Like, fuck that bitch. But
still, yeah, man, I don't know, man. You get a couple lumps of coal. You might get
you got a chance to be nice.
You might get a scratch off, but you get a couple lumps of coal for that. That's it.
Naughty.
But yeah, man, let's take a break. I need another drink. I'm
gonna finish it, and I'm gonna get another drink, guys.
So we'll be right back.
This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero to call home. This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero.
Welcome back, everybody. Again, we thank you all for joining us today, and we have come to our moment to where we get serious. So let's get serious.
Let's get serious.
No. Let's get serious.
One more time.
Let's get serious.
That's good everywhere, bro.
All right, for real though. So I'm gonna take this one. You mind if I take this one?
I took the last one. You can take this one, guys. Listen to this. What are you about to talk about?
All right, so I want to talk about how important it is to be positive. So,
let's do it.
So it's very important to be positive, and I don't mean that just in just saying positive things to people and not really living it. It's more so being positive in your everyday life. what you tell other people makes a difference. You can't tell somebody, hey, you got to be positive about this, think positive about that, and then you turn around every time you have some kind of issue, you got something negative to say or something negative thoughts about it. You're always going to have negative thoughts, but the key is to remember that there's always a positive side to everything that happens. You may not see it up front, but it always is, and it's important to actually find that key positive moment in that. You know, whether it's you losing your job. Most of the time, if you lost your job, it was something that happened for you to lose your job. I mean, that's common sense. But what's the positive in that? Oh, it's no positive. I lost my job. Now I can't provide for my family. I need money. I got to pay my bills. Yeah, but you're presented with an opportunity to either find something better or to do something else. I took me being fired before as an opportunity to do what I wanted to do. You know, I didn't have a huge budget and I still needed to make money, so I did what I knew to do, which is work my business full time, do what I know how to do, which is carpentry, home improvements and all that, part-time. Make money, promote myself, and do what I need to do for my family, and at the same time build my brand. I couldn't do that working a regular job, but I had to see what happened to me as a positive instead of just looking at the negative side of it. Nothing is going to happen to you in your life that you didn't ask for. And I mean that, let me explain what I mean by that. If you say, I'm tired of this job, I hate this fucking job. If you lose that job, you asked for that. You don't want to be there. You've asked for that. And now you don't have that job, but you asked for it. Why look at that as a negative? You didn't want that job for a reason. You got what you asked for. Now do what you need to do to make that a positive thing. You may not always see the positive, but there is always positive in it. Thinking positive is more than just hoping that something can happen. It's knowing that something can happen. Knowing that you can do something out of this. Negatives only break you down, hold you down, and stop you from getting to where you want to go. We can go through life thinking about all the bad things that happen and use those as crutches as to why we don't do something. But why not take that as a motivational key to get to where you want to go? Why not take those things and turn them into a positive and push past the negative and say, hey, I want this for my life. This is what I need to make it happen. So I'm going to take this, what seemed to be a negative aspect, and turn it into something positive. I know I can do it. You have to believe that you can do it. Why not believe that you can do whatever you want to do? I believe that I can do whatever I want to do. It just takes you to not be lazy, get off your ass and go do it. You the only one that controls your future. Don't look at the government. Don't look at nobody else as the people that's standing in the way. These people are just there. All the steps that you take control what's going to happen with you in your life. But you had to think in the matter of, this is not going to be something that's going to break me. You have to tell yourself this over and over until you can believe it. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you practice over and over every single day, telling you, I don't care if you got to pull up YouTube videos, motivational stuff, it's all kind of motivational stuff just to listen to. And then when you listen to them, they make sense. They really do make sense. You can listen to it while you're working out. You can listen to it when you're going to work. Every day you get up to go to this bullshit ass job. Listen to it. It's going to give you the motivation for you to go to this bullshit job, make the kind of money you need to make to get to where you want to go. Because you need to set that to the side so you can quit this bullshit ass job and do what you want to do. For some, no matter what happens, you're always going to think negative. It's up to you to change that. I'm not going to look at anything as just straight negative. I've been there, and I'm not there anymore. I've moved past that. And you can too, but it's up to you to do it. This is your life. This is your life, your life. Control it. You control all of your actions. You're only limited by what you do. If you think that you can't do it, you won't do it. If you know and believe that you can do it, you will do it. As long as you get up and do the things that's necessary to make it happen. Remember, today ain't promised. You might walk out of here and gone, right there. Bam, the rest of the day is gone. You have that no more. Tomorrow ain't promised. This moment right now is all you have. This very moment. What are you going to do to make it work for you? That's the end of my rant. It's about time for us to get ready to get out of here. So.
Hey man, I feel you. You guys need to listen to this advice. Take it to your heart. We just been serious with you. We're about to get out of here though.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate all of our fans, all of our subscribers. Please promote it. You know what I'm saying? Well, not promote it. Just tell your friends so they can come check us out. You know what I'm saying? We doing it every week. You know, we're just going to be talking about if it's certain things that you want to hear us talk about, leave it in the comments. Let us know. We try to provide enough content for you to appreciate what we do. You know, we just here talking. This is an open discussion. You know, let us know what you think about what we're talking about today. You know, let us know what you want to hear us talking about tomorrow. You know, we're not gonna just drop anything that you say. We're gonna say, hey, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. Let's give that some thought.
Remember, guys, each Wednesday we're coming out with the episode. Starting in 2019, we're gonna start putting out more content than just the Wednesday episode of New Teas OGs.
And we're gonna have guests.
Starting in 2019. A lot of interesting people we got in the works. A lot of people that we're just gonna have a conversation with. Keep it fun, keep it lighthearted. Sometimes we get serious, sometimes not. But guys, keep tuning in. New Teas OGs. We're gonna leave you though with a little bit of music.
Oh yeah, and Merry Christmas to you all.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget what Christmas is about.
Don't you?
And if you don't know, go ask your parents.
Oh.
Read a book, pick it up. Don't think Santa Claus is all Christmas. That ain't it.
Right. And if you have kids, teach your kids what Christmas is really about. If you don't have kids, just be a loving person and be happy around the holidays. Celebrate it. Pass on the goodwill towards men.
Yeah. We appreciate you all. We love you. Holla at y'all later. We're gonna leave y'all with a song from my boy Hyde.
It's called The End of the Day.
Lift up, push up a little bit. You fat, man. I need to get you out the way.
Your current balance is $15,672,395,695.
I need that money.
Press 1 to skip to the
End of the day. I'm just trying to get a nut. I look at my bank and see a whole lot of commas. So I drive to the bank and slide a note across the counter. It says I want 100 million, cause I'm trying to buy an island. But at the end of the day,
I'm waking up, new day, to a new broad giving me to pay. Good God, girl, it's only Tuesday. I don't know your first name, no time for new things. So don't tell me I don't wanna know. There's a million in your class, all trying to make the honor roll. So I don't chase pussy, I get it just fine. I just hit her line, and I don't need a line. Like what you're signing, did it hurt when you fell from heaven?